One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Concepcion. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
To the air, it's Reed. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Trying to do it on the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And the gutsy call on 4th down, running the RPO, handing the football off, making the right read. You could tell they stuck it up in there and they got the first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bussey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes. Great job with his rhythm. An explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll power it inside with the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense. Forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Dupree. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The corner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He's got it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Still on his feet at the 45. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Finds his man, it's Dupree. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
He's brought down at the 41-yard line.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays, easy decision.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Badgers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Extra point here will tie the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Using his legs, it's Owens. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Reed. The sweet feet buy a little time. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Aggies are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Here's the pressure. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Snagged out of the air. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just going to keep it after the snap. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the sticks. It's Owens. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. To risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to get it in. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Aggies will line up to kick off and start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Now the pitch.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
play fake. Using his feet to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. With the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll toss it to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Makes the grab. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Aggie.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Dupree. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Off play action on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Turning it on. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air. It's Edwards. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game, that's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Going up top again. Got it behind the line. It's Dupree. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
DB's right up on the receivers. Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now on the move. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep. Holds it in on the left. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Defense in press coverage. Caught behind the line. It's Acker. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. On the move. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Steps away. He's going to run it. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Quick release by the QB.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough on an attack.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. The toss to the outside. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
In the red area, it's Dupree. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Gets it out fast. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Keeps the play going. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, one-possession games. QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Skips away from pressure. This time on target. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Reed. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win. But you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game. And this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit, where it's really